There, I give you the stream on Discord too, so you can.
Beauty.
Beautiful. Where the hell did we leave off? Red Tunic, I want to say.
Huh?
Hold on a minute. I know one way I could tell. Did I get the song? Yes, I did. Okay.
So did you get the Triforce and save Eris yet?
Oh, yes. I also slapped Sword Dude McLonghuge in the taint.
Nice.
I've never played Final Fantasy VII. I forgot his name. Sephiroth. Yeah. Sephiroth. Suck my cock.
Yep, pretty much.
All I ever hear. Dissing chords.
Such a good fucking song.
Oh, this is the wrong way.
Yeah, you know, Sword Long. The game wasn't written by Hideo Kojima.
Long sword, man. Sword of longing. Longing through time. That sounds like a fucking emo band cover song.
Does sound pretty emo. I'm longing through time for you.
Who's there? Is that you, Corpus? Really is Corpus. I'm growing so big. He wants to give me the man-to-man talk. And tell me about the birds and the bees and the wazoos. But right now, shit's going down.
And demonstrate proper lubrication.
Remember to lube your nuts?
It's especially important for Gorons, you know.
Yeah. Part of me kind of does want to do Twilight Princess again.
Oh, man.
But I know I'm going to get freaked out by the Goron nipples. It's not the Oko that freaks me out. It's the Goron nipples.
They're pretty extreme in that game. I don't know what's up with that.
They have a counter circle of smaller rock formations before the internal giant rock nipple. I don't know why they need to get that much detail.
Well, this is a series that also has the Akus in it.
Yeah, the Oko. That's what I was saying. Like I was about to say, you can give a chicken 6 tits and a fucking human face.
Yeah, like.
But there's something weird about like the idea of Gorons eating nipples that disturbs me further.
Wait, what? Goron's eating nipples? Sorry? Wait.
No, Goron's kneading.
Oh, kneading nipples. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure some of them are into it.
Oh yeah,
If it,
obviously.
if it exists, there's a
into
kink out there.
it.
The last time someone asked me what the fuck my persona was, I just told them I was a Goron.
Beautiful.
They're like, oh, so you're not fluffy then? And I'm like, I'm Goron. What do you want from me?
A rock.
There's nothing you can get from me. Isn't there something over here?
That's who you call solid daddy. Like, really, really solid.
Oh! Oh, fairy child!
Mmm.
Do I have... Oh, I already have... Oh, I have an empty bottle right here, though. I shall put that here to make it easier. Or I shall fall. Where'd they go?
Well, you never know when you're gonna need to munch on a fairy, you know?
Oh my god. Link with his fucking parkour bullshit. Just... You know what? We're just gonna go this way.
Link just wants to move his body and express himself. Don't you judge.
He must move his body freely.
So freely. To catch the delicious fairies.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Fairy in the tummy. I'm not as excited for this because that fucking that froze there for a second.
Weird.
This is not one of my favorite temples, though. I'll be honest with you.
This one's okay, but it's I don't know. There's a couple rooms in it that I'm like, eh. I like this in like theory or like in principle, but not reality.
Never reality. It's just I always forget where I need to go.
Yeah, it's a weirdly shaped dungeon with all the like naturalistic like caves and shit, and then like a bunch of architecture built into it, kind of. But it's really cool too. I like it.
Yeah.
No Muslim chanting in this song anymore, by the way.
They also took that on the 64 version, just on a later release, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, on, like, I think the version 2 or the version 3 cart, yeah.
I think the one I had actually had the chanting in it. Because it's the gold version, right? Version 1?
Yeah, if you got any of the original releases. That's like my copy of San Andreas that I got, like, on launch day. Well, because I got it on launch day, it was part of, like, the first version of the game. So it had certain bugs I think they fixed here and there. Nothing, like, super major there. But also, they fully patched out hot coffee after that became apparent. That's why there was even a second version of the game. Because even though it was unincluded content, there was a way you could glitch a game out to access it, or no, I think you had to use a Game Shark to hack it. I don't think you could, like, or nobody ever found a way to, like, glitch the game into doing it. I should be careful with how I phrase that. But yeah, either way, there was a way to access it with a Game Shark, so that made the game's rating adult by definition.
Oh yeah, the horny humpy level or whatever it was?
Yeah, so what it is it was only a beta version, and it's not graphic at all, but there's a mini game where you could go bang CJ's girlfriend. Like, after a successful date, after you had gotten your relationship level up high enough, she would, you want to come in for some hot coffee? And,
hot coffee?
Yeah, if you say yes, they're just, like, did the little, like, rotating around the house for, like, a couple cutaway shots of the house just from the outside while you can hear them, like, getting it on, like... So it was nothing, like...
Oh no, my children will be exposed to sexuality.
Yeah, right.
Your children shouldn't be playing the game anyways.
This isn't the game where you can go pick up a hooker in your car. Like, or, sorry, prostitute. Hooker is not the word to use. But, I mean... In the game's parlance, that's what it is, right? Like, you can go find a sex worker and, like...
Do the sex.
Yeah. Even though it doesn't show anything there either. They got a lot of flack for that, but they ultimately allowed it, like... But, like, something about... Well, oh, but you can't do it with, like, a girl that this guy's supposed to be, like, dating, like, actually involved with.
That's the big no-no, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm apparently missing a key.
Yes. The classic missing key. This is the second temple you do in this game, right?
Yeah. I think you can also do the water temple before it, too.
Right, you can, but I think it's,
designed to be this is the second.
Yeah. It's sort of shepherded you towards it.
I think I missed something, didn't I?
You probably did. I haven't been paying super close enough attention to be like, oh yeah,
that's
okay. Here, but
we'll go back. Crunchy munchy. Yeah, because this is right across from where I just entered. I went over there. I don't remember what I did there. Let me go this way. It's okay, it's part of the adventure.
Yes, the exploration. I mean...
Exploration, right there.
That's one thing that you always know about a Zelda game, is there is a, like... Usually, like, with some exceptions, and also when you're a kid, sometimes you're an idiot and, like, you don't see things, right? But, like, Zelda dungeons are usually designed to be, like, if you hit a dead end, if you just go back, like, yeah, look, see? Literally, you just, like... You can straight up follow the rule of, like, just follow the left wall or whatever for a lot of dungeons. Like, I'm sure they don't all quite work out that way, but basically it looks like, yeah, just always turn left every chance you get and follow the wall whenever you're navigating, and you'll always find everything there is to find, basically, except for stuff
Remember,
that would be
children.
in the interior, but, like, most things in a Zelda dungeon aren't designed complicated enough that... Move that gear up! Yes, exactly. Go left and move the gear up. Move that guilty gear up.
All I'm just thinking about is when I had that fucking, what turned out to be CQC training. I thought was learning airsoft. What was it? Hug left, flow left. Yeah, I went to, because, like, I'm really curious on airsoft. I want to do something that's different, but also movement-wise.
Right.
Especially this year, I'm just fucking sitting around.
Yeah, and paintballing is, like, usually outdoors, a lot of it, more involved in, like, airsoft
I just
smaller, like, more...
I kind of like the idea of airsoft, because usually instead of just tubes of, you know, a tube gun or whatever, it's modeled off actual things, so you can get a little bit aesthetic with it.
Yeah, exactly. It's...
Stop, flashlight, stop.
Paintball guns are cool, but, like, God, I wish I still had mine. It got in...
Like,
ended up... It was a really good old, like, Spider 2, from, like, early 2000s. But I left it in my friend's trunk because he was the one I would go paintballing with. And he got his fucking car impounded, so... yeah.
That's bums.
My friend who drove a Standard and worked in a candle factory, so he decided one day that he was going to dip his hand in a bunch of wax to make it look like he, like, burnt the shit out of it, and then drive, like, 40 minutes from the south of town up to our place, show up, and be like, oh, hey guys, yo, check it out, I fucked my hand up at work today, and be all, like, nonchalant about it. And, like, he showed us, and we're like, of course, you just see his hand is, like, bright pink at first, and it looks all weird and smooth, and you're like, yo, whoa, dude, what the fuck? Why is it... And it's like, and then he just, like, breaks the wax, and it's like, nah, I'm just fucking with you. It's like, oh, man.
What a fucking slick move.
Yeah,
just
you fucking...
out of work, I'm out.
Yeah.
Oopsie ouchies.
But...
Yeah, no, there's... Go ahead, finish up.
I was just gonna say, he fucking got us good, and also, we were like, you fucking drove the whole way, because I think it was his right hand, right? So it's the hand that you, like, shift with. So yeah, it was just like, that dude was wild, man. He did some fucked up things sometimes.
I mean, I dig it.
Yeah. Hey, we hung out with him, so...
But yeah, this airsoft place, fucking... I first walked in, I thought this was going to be like, what the fuck happened to me?
Doing?
What the... I don't know what happened there. Link was just fucking gyrating for me.
He just, like, slipped.
But yeah, I go to this place, and, you know, I'm kind of nervous, because, like, last time I went to airsoft or paintball and, like, whitecord, it was just full of, like, your obvious, like, military head, right-winged fucking dickheads and shit like that. I go in this place, the first thing I see is not only a minigun on the wall, but a trans pride flag and a gay pride flag, so it's like, oh, hell yes.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
Thank God. The one place I go to, at least I won't feel weird. But yeah, what I thought was airsoft training first started, it was like full gun safety just with airsoft, right?
Right,
like
your standard
the whole, like,
safety course, yeah.
And they're like, with this other person that worked there that also needed more training, they were like, well, okay, now we need you to, like... Wait, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I did this wrong. Oops. Anyways, yeah, like, we were, like, going between each other, like, making you teach me that I have to lift or drop my barrel, preferably lift my barrel, to go around, like, any teammates and shit. And at first I thought this was still all airsoft. But then later on, he's telling me, like, as a team, how you can flow into a building, keep down, what keywords to use, like, flow right, keep right, if you're going against a door that's upcoming and shit like that, right?
Right. Yeah,
and then he's just like
SWAT shit.
Yeah, and he's like, if you bust in there and you turn the corner and someone's right there, you can bump them with the end of the rifle. That's why sometimes the end of rifles are spiked. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, in my mind, this is like, dude, this is an airsoft. Like, just beat the shit out of the guy with the knife. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, they tend to cover things in a realistic way, with, I think, with the expectation that you, like, internalize that, but then when you're like playing airsoft, it's a game, right? So
Oh yeah, but I wasn't expecting it to be like full CQC training, which I found out later. Yeah, that's what I was paying for. No, I thought it was just gonna learn airsoft, and they're like, oh no, this is
oh
gun
yeah,
safety plus like everything else. And
you
I was
roll
like,
in there and
Jesus
you're
fucking
expecting to
Christ.
just be all like, Colonel,
I
big
feel like
burger."
I'm missing something in this room.
Um,
I feel like going up here is not a good idea to do right away. I feel like there's something in there. You know what? I'm gonna go back and look. Because I'm pretty sure I saw something down here.
yeah, a Gobon.
How do I get to the Gobon?
I don't know. How do you get to the Gobon? A weird crackling noise just started. Hold on, I'm gonna mute you for a second, see if it's the mic or like the game or whatever.
Crackling noise.
Yeah. Def. Huh, okay, it just stopped. Alright.
Was it like on my end, the game, or?
No, didn't seem like it. Yeah, I think it was coming from my interface or something, but yeah.
You
Happens
remember that
sometimes. Interference happens.
Yeah. You remember that HDMI fucking Nintendo thing I got?
HDMI Nintendo.
I don't know if I was telling you about it, but I got this cord that's like the old Nintendo SNES 64 and GameCube plug to HDMI.
Oh yeah, yeah, like the composite to HDMI adapter thingy.
Yeah, I got one for like $45, and it's already fucked.
Oh great.
Half the time it doesn't play audio. If it does, it lasts for like 3 seconds, then it hisses and dies.
Yeah, like
and it's like the weirdest sound effect I ever recorded of. It's like, and it just builds up and builds up into this like digital like launch. It sounds like an Atari game fucking firing a missile.
That sounds like a feedback thing. Like it's feeding back and then just like clipping out basically. Because most digital stuff, I think, if it's any kind of decent, it's built in with like a limiter thing that automatically, like, if it starts to get slammed with too much like volume somehow, like it will just like kill the audio and be like, okay, well, like, because this will be.
I should send you the video so you can see what's going on.
I mean, you can, yeah. You don't have to do it on stream. You can do it later.
Yeah, good point. The beer's already kicking.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thanks, Boulder.
Goddamn beer.
It's a light beer, but it hits nice. I like it.
Yeah, what kind of beer is it?
I can't pronounce it. How about this? I'll take a picture of it real quick for you.
Okay, I was gonna say just spell it, but...
It's in Russian.
Well,
yeah, Russian.
Describe the characters, like backwards N, R.
Backwards N, lower B, upper B, I, B, C, lower B, K with a weird swirl in an E.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Here, I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, you can if you want. Yeah.
Apparently, it's been brewed in 1715.
Nice, nice.
I'll also save while we're here.
Decent, respectable. Not as old as some Belgian beers, but you know.
Controversial to say, but I really don't like Irish beers.
They have a character that's very much like, yeah, it is what it is kind of thing. Like, it is the sort of thing I think that you either like or you find like not very.
God damn it.
Very appealing.
I mean, key.
I don't know. It's a little like beer that's more on the bitter side than on the malty side doesn't agree with me. Like I prefer stuff that has really strong malt with like a touch of bitter, like a little bit of hop. Dub says, I like stouts and porters, any beer you can hide a dead rat in. How dare you kill a rat, first of all. But yes, the correct opinion. Second of all.
What if it's the dead rat drinking it? Drink it away.
Well, in that case, that's that rat's beer. I mean, Hey, I ain't judging.
God fucking balls to the face.
Link loves it. Don't worry.
I mean, I did describe in one of the chats I'm in that pretty soon here I'm going to be dipping a twink in lava.
Nice, nice.
I got a
want
lot.
that twink destroyed.
He likes it.
Yeah, don't worry. He likes it. And yeah, it could be a live rat, but then, I mean, that's probably not going to be a live rat much longer if it's going whole hog into a, like, black beer and just staying in there, marinating in it.
He's drinking it.
Yeah, just drown in it, incorporate, you know?
Fucking Dwarf Fortress rats on the par.
This room is so unnecessary, I think. I don't know why, but I just hate it.
Danger, danger, danger. Fire, fire, fire.
Yeah.
Aga.
I don't know, like, it's
And
not
that's
really
over.
any worse than some other, like, Zelda gimmick rooms and dungeons, but, like, this one in particular, I was kind of like, I don't know. Fuck that room.
There's always the clam room.
Yeah. These fucking slugs. You know,
Run away, bitch.
what really fuck what really is the mini boss in this damn dungeon.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll remember it when you see it. I think you should be coming up on it soonish. Look at this guy climbing down instead of just falling indiscriminately and getting hurt.
I gotta take care of my knees.
Aw.
My knees are very sensitive.
Great place for a prison cell, by the way. I fucking love how fucking Zelda dungeons are like this amazing mix of functional and yet batshit, like, who would build this? Like,
Some fucking non-Euclidean geometry in some parts.
yeah.
Like,
Everything.
there's someone on YouTube who, like, broke down, like, rooms in video games and how they don't make any fucking sense compared to the outside.
Some games, especially, yeah. Some games are really good about that. Like, Dark Souls, the first Dark Souls is, like, amazing about that. Like, there isn't really a lot of that kind of thing. But, Dark Souls 2, I think, purposely, is literally, like, oh, you climb up this ladder from, like, up a tower, right? So you're going up into the sky, and then at the top of the ladder, you come up, like, underground. And then you, like, climb up out of, like, the ground when you climbed into the sky.
Wait, what am I doing? I could just go through the prison. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, I couldn't tell when I played through part of it. I couldn't tell if they were just trying to, like, be spatially fucky to fuck with you, or they just didn't care.
Yeah. Dark Souls 2, definitely, it was intentional. Because Dark Souls 1 was so purposeful in how the world
Hard
did
to
fit
say,
together.
though, because, remember, Dark Souls 2 is made by a different company, if I remember correctly. You cheeky fucker, get out of here.
It was not, I don't think. It was maybe
Ooh.
made with a slightly different team, but it was still FromSoft, I'm pretty sure. I have to look that up.
Yeah, do that, because I'll admit if I'm wrong, I just thought I heard that.
It could have been like a collaboration or something, but I'm pretty sure FromSoft was involved.
Yo, he just disappeared.
It was directed by different people. It had two directors. It wasn't, what's his name, Miyazaki. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the publisher, where is it? Yeah, or, yeah, developer was From Software, so... Yeah, it was just a couple different dudes who were doing all the direction of the project, rather.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll admit I didn't get far in that game without a trainer just because of how different it felt. It honestly pissed me off.
I never played
Like,
2. I never even bought 2, honestly. I heard the bad things, and then I heard that, like, the DLC / like revamp thing like really fixes a lot of it, but it's still not great, but it is okay. Like, it's worth playing if you really like Dark Souls. But like,
I had the revamp version, but they fixed the one thing that was a huge issue with me, and that was weapon degradation moved way too quick on the starter items.
yeah.
So you had to carry like 3-4 swords just to get through the like first couple areas if you're lucky.
Right, it's like you're now, I mean, obviously this came after, but it's like fucking Breath of the Wild almost, like where when you first start out, you're like desperate for any weapon because they just break so fucking quickly.
I'm getting told now he's going up there, but I don't think I have the Scarecrow song yet.
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't really care about 100%. Okay, I got.
No, you gotta do 99.9%. Where you get.
So basically, don't finish the Goron knife run.
I mean, you could do
wait.
that. I was gonna say get everything except like one rupee chest.
Fuck it, that
so the
rupee
way
stays.
Scarecrow song works is that you play the song, and then in places where Navi like turns green and just like goes and hovers over an empty spot, and then the Scarecrow PR pops up. And the Scarecrow song, the gimmick of it is that you go talk to him, and then you play him a melody, and then or you just mash A like 9 times or whatever, 8 times, and then. He's like, oh yeah, that's a hot song. That's gonna be my like song that you can summon me with.
You can be like ha 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 ha, and that's the song.
Yeah.
He's an experimental man. He likes experimental features.
Oh yeah, he's into all kinds of music. Like.
What do you mean?
Oh.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, it just stops.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. There it is.
And then it comes back again.
The threat has left.
The threat has left. Did you know that weft is a real word? Do you know what weft is?
Leftish west?
No. Good guess. It's I don't know 100% the best way to describe it, but it's like basically in fabric, like the weft is something's weight. Sort of. It's to do with that. It's to do with the weight of fabric, because I think it's something to do with how many threads are like across in a cloth or a type of fabric. So like the way they make a lot of like fabrics, cloths and stuff is you have like a rack where you stretch all the threads out, is like a weaving rack, and you weave them through and stretch them out on this thing to their maximum like elasticity. And then when you are done and you let go of the clamp, basically everything snaps out of place, and the cloth like all snaps down into like its resting state, because you've had it stretched out to the maximum the whole time, right? And then it all basically like, then you basically have a sheet of cloth. And then typically you would like hem off the edges, or depending on the different kinds of cloth, there's different processes. There's somewhere like for synthetic fibers and shit, you can sort of like melt the edges together or whatever, or like finish off the edge in some way. But like if you go and you look through like a fabric supplier website or something, you'll see there's different types of fabrics that have like what's the fucking word for it? There'll be like, it might be selvage, where sometimes there's just a really rough unfinished edge where the threads just all sort of are loose because it's just an unfinished, like, you know, nothing was done to it.
Weft. Phew. I fucked up.
I like your weft, kid.
I like you, FG.
I feel like that could be some kind of old-timey, like, a phrase like, I like the cut of his jib, right? Like, I like that kid's weft. Just like, yeah, like, I like the way...
Let's bring it back.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back.
Well, we wouldn't be bringing it back. We would be...
inventing it.
Coining it.
Unless some 80s kid already did it.
Oh, this would be even older. Like, this would be like... fucking 40s.
Stop blowing your hot air on me.
I like the weft of your sails, bub.
Oh. What am I thinking?
You thought.
I thought not. Oh, you just literally turn the corner. Okay.
It literally just gives you enough time that if you think, oh, yeah, it'll let me run through there. You don't have enough time to run around.
Evil bastards. Give me the bomb.
You made a bomb-a-dong.
Oops. Bombs.
Lamp oil.
You want it? What do you mean?
Oh, you
What?
thought. Kill it. Yeah, there you go.
Bitch.
There you go.
Bitch. Again, oh, this guy. I like this guy.
It's not like a bad mini boss. I just hated it, like especially as a kid, because I was like hard and yeah. Kids are idiots, idiot asshole shit babies. Either that or I just didn't like it because I was like, man, I just want to fucking finish the dungeon. Like, make me fight this little fucking bitch dancer.
It's I'm a fire dancer, man.
Oh, look at me spin. I'm gonna throw these animated gifs at you of fire, and it'll hurt.
Chunky gifts.
Does this is the version, or was this an N64 too, where you could do the stick, like do a full circle rotation on the stick and then hit A, and it would do like the level 1 spin slash?
Not too sure, actually.
I'm pretty sure. Try it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can do it on the 3DS version. I just don't remember if.
Oh, spin! I like how your audio cut out. I can't use stick, I don't think. Yeah, sticks for kids only.
Yep, not allowed.
So what did this accomplish? This accomplished a ladder. I mean, an elevator.
An
automatic ladder.
An elevator. Elevator.
I remember I used to get really upset and argue with people that Link was not an elf.
Oh, no, sorry, stick. You thought I meant stick like the Deku stick. No, I mean like the stick, like the control stick.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that in the N64 version too, or is that just this one?
I think that was in 64.
Okay. Fucking Street Fighter ass inputs going on in there.
Up, down, left, right, smash for Link to do the...
Up, down,
the
left,
Flargen
right.
blow.
That's not fucking Street Fighter inputs. Street Fighter inputs is like quarter circle forward, fucking mid punch or whatever. Quarter circle forward, B. Or
I don't
X.
know this shit. I don't know, man. Shit. I'm just... This was the one I hated the most on N64 with the janky ass...
Oh,
Speaking of...
Room too.
Whoa. I want to do that again. Hold on a second.
I'm sorry, what?
I like that. Perfect.
Link doesn't give a fuck about physics. He's the hero of time. What does he care about physics?
Yeah, you hero of time, not hero of physics. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Hero of suck on my left nut.
Ah, I thought you were gonna go for the subversion there, but you just went for the version. And there it is. The Megaton.
It's 4 p.m. honey, time for your cock and ball torture. Oh wait, he doesn't. Yeah, okay, he does bonk on this one. I was gonna say, what do you mean left swing? Oh, get fucked.
Yeah, it does the different swings based on the way you're holding the stick, right?
Yeah, if you like sideways it. Alright, so I gotta go down here and...
Give it a bonk.
Chonk.
Good.
Ooh. I like how it just disappears.
I know, I was gonna say, that always made me crack up. The first time I saw that, I was like, what the fuck?
Actually, I just realized something. I'm pretty sure my audio's delayed. 1 second.
Like the game audio?
No, my audio. Because, yeah, Blue Snowball. I'm off by 650 microseconds. Because when I'm streaming console games, I have to offset it or else all my audio's off. And I just... Oh, wait a minute.
I getcha.
I just want to fix that real quick. And when I go to do... Because I'm going to do Simpsons Hit and Run today I'm gonna redo
Yeah.
what I did last night. I have to remember to put it back to 650.
Right, because that'll sync it up with the capture.
I'm sure there's a way I can like trigger it to go on and off. I'm sure there's a way.
If you look set up a different like scene or whatever with it, I think there's a way you can do it. Yeah.
I was only doing it with my main mixer. I'm not too sure. I'll dick around a little bit later. It's not too big of an inconvenience.
Oh, where are you doing it? Are you doing it in
Streamlabs, like in the mixer, the main mixer.
Oh, you're using like Streamlabs OBS. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I just use like regular version OBS. I didn't like all that Streamlabs integration shit too much.
I got it just so I can have little dings of when people follow me, I guess. Just so I'm aware.
It's definitely like convenient for doing all that kind of stuff. I just like, I don't know, it annoyed me.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was like, meh.
Like, I'm pretty sure if someone follows me, it goes, thank you, or whatever. I can't remember what I put on there.
Ew.
Oh, I should have used the bees. Oh. I need the boxes I destroyed. You done fucked yourself, Link.
Now you're stuck in this dungeon forever. Ganon won.
It's like,
Dark timeline.
I was watching this other for stream, Mario Sunshine, and he got into that one room above Delfino Plaza where you get thrown into, and then you're stuck in there with the star, and he's like, wait, how do I get out of here if I pick up the star? And I was like, you're stuck in horny jail forever.
Deserved.
And, yeah, I also convinced him for like almost 2 hours to try doing this one glitch to skip the Yoshi thing for the boats onto the islands. He got real fucking mad with that. That was kind of funny to watch.
Rage-inducing.
Well, because, like, you have to clip Yoshi into the police station. And in my version, you just... Oh, God, I forgot how far I fall on this. And in my version that I played, at least the GameCube one I did... Yes, it's rusted. I just bounced off the wall and I fell back in, but apparently not for him. He just kept bonking out of the world.
Huh. Interesting. Hey, want to know something fucked up about Mario Sunshine?
What?
So, okay. Story of the game is there's fucking what's his name, Paint Mario or whatever, and it's obviously not Mario, and he does a crime of vandalism, and Mario is basically sentenced like instantly with like absolutely no fair trial, despite evidence that he was innocent. And then the offender, the actual offender, does it again in front of everybody, and they still like blame Mario for it, basically. And they're like, well, this is your problem, you go get him and fix it. Even though he didn't like really like, yeah, it looked like him, but he's like, well, I don't fucking know. It's not my fault. Like, I don't know who this dick is. I'm not controlling him. But okay, so all of that, as you know, keeping all that in mind, right? The way the criminal law system in Japan works is really bullshit for defendants. They have like a 99% conviction rate because the court there is basically like, you know, what they call it, like kangaroo court. Like they fucking, they don't like. Basically, prosecutors have a shitload of power, and like defense lawyers or like the defendant have like no power. So ergo, Mario Sunshine is propaganda for the Japanese justice system.
I was gonna say, look, it's the American justice system, but hey, learn something new every day.
No, in that sense, it's actually, yeah, more fair than the American system. Ostensibly, saying that with like 15 fucking asterisks after the end of it, with like leading to footnotes about like, you know, prison to fucking or school to prison pipeline, and like the way fucking African American people have been treated and all that, you know. But at least conceptually, the American system is actually more fair, because at least ostensibly you get like a defense who could actually like And I mean, in practice, like, lots of people who have definitely been guilty have gotten off on the American system because of technicality, or, like, because they're just, you know, the evidence wasn't ironclad and their lawyer made a convincing enough argument, right? Like, but yeah. But, yeah, it's not a good thing to be a defendant in Japan when you're accused of a crime, because, yeah, it has to be pretty wild circumstances for you to actually, like, get a win in that situation.
Damn, man. So what you're saying is if I ever visit, don't smoke pot out in the open.
Oh, hell no. Unless they get some real progressive laws in place before then, which doesn't look too likely. Yeah, they don't fuck around with that stuff. I mean, as a foreigner, you would probably just get kicked out, I feel. Like,
that sucks too, because it's like, I wouldn't mind going, but I know I want to be fucking fried.
yeah.
Like, if I go to the arcade area, man, I want to be lit. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you go into a fucking, like, pachinko parlor, or just, yeah, any kind of, like, arcade or something. Or even just, like, downtown Tokyo or whatever is just so fucking, like, such a overwhelming fucking sensation, like...
Ooh.
Yeah, there's just so much, and it's so bright. And there's so many people.
Yeah.
God, I mean, I've seen photos and stuff, and I've been, like, Toronto, I've been on, like, some pretty crowded streets in Toronto before, like, you know, on fucking Queen Street, like, on a Friday night or a Saturday night when it's the bar rush or whatever, like, that's a lot of people under normal circumstances. Hopefully not during a pandemic, fuckers. But, yeah, I mean, like, there's some pretty big crowds and stuff, too, in fucking Japan that, like, yeah, that just happens, like, every day. There's also, like, rush hour. Like, rush hour in Toronto is pretty fucking buck wild, honestly. Like...
I've hardly traveled. I really want to travel, though.
Yeah.
But, like, every time I mention to people the places I want to go, they're like, what the fuck? Like, I want to go, like, deep into, like, Vietnam and go, like... to like like I described before, like the river sail place where you like go out on a little boat and you like fucking get pho out there and shit.
Go see some funky Buddhas and some fucking beautiful temples and shit. Like,
yeah. What am I doing? What am I doing? Link.
Get that funky Buddha. Bitch.
Yeah, like if I go to Japan, I'm gonna definitely go to the bigger cities, but I also want to go to the rural areas.
Oh, I definitely want to go. I would want to. It would be hard to do probably on one trip because it's just two extremes of the country. But like, okay, Japan's like a long island / string of islands, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have Sapporo up in the north and Hokkaido down in the south, I think it is. And I would want to visit like both of those, like the very far extremes of it. Like, I want to know what, like, because Japan, like, typically they're depicted like a lot of the more southern-ish parts is kind of like more the main part of the country in a lot of people's minds, like Tokyo and shit, right? So like they get winters, but it's not like more mild compared to like fucking the northern part of like let me look it up actually. I think it's Sapporo. Oh, excuse moi. Well, sumimasu. Speaking of Japanese.
It just reminds me of a dumb fucking video my coworker sent me. It was this one dude working in like a fucking like hemp store or whatever, and he like heats up a cookie by a fucking like heater because he doesn't have a microwave. He just bites into it and he just strains it straight up, turns to like fucking Madara from Naruto. Just oh.
Good. Oh, okay, I got it. The city is Sapporo. The northern island is Hokkaido. So yeah, like in Sapporo and like in Hokkaido, like I'd want to go. What is this city right at the top here? The most Russian adjacent part of Japan is Wakanai. And it looks like a nice little place. It's like a little peninsula right up on the very northern part.
Man, if I lost everything, I would just go backpacking over the world, if I could.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, it's a little mountain here.
Do train
There's,
jumping and shit.
Oh, the city's built like, so there's like a rural part of it on the backside of the mountain that goes around, so you can like drive up into the hills and then go down, and there's like, looks like a bunch of like fucking houses and shit up here. Maybe some of these are businesses, who even knows? I can't read Japanese that well. I don't see tags on a lot of them. So
The only word I know is no, the little circle thingy, and that's because of Samurai Champloo. Because that's the only word that Mugen can read is no.
Exactly. Yeah, that one says no, and that one also says no.
Fuck, I really gotta rewatch that, but I've been on a bit of a Simpsons kick lately.
Yeah, good.
Too bad. Watch
Golden Age Simpsons.
Watch cartoons only starts on 9. That's what sucks though. Like if there's,
Dude,
I want to go back
you're
on the
missing,
earlier.
Like, you're missing like 90% of all of the best parts, probably more.
Yeah, all the good Treehouse 4s.
Get a fucking VPN or whatever if you don't have one already, and fucking just torrent like the fucking first. Sorry, what? What did I say? Huh? Sorry? Huh? What? But yeah, up to season 10. Like, season 9, 10, 11, 12 is okay. 9 and 10 is like pretty decent. 7 and 8 is like the golden fucking bullshit.
I'm sure I could find them somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, and like 3 through 6 is also like golden and solid, but 7, 8, and I think 9 was like Oakley Weinstein years, and those two were fucking.
I don't even think I need a VPN for that shit, to be honest with you.
I'd just recommend it as a fucking catch-all because it's better.
I have to mention to my roommates though, because it's their internet I'd be messing with.
Yeah, well, no, a VPN you connect to it from your computer, and then it's just.
I thought it changes your whole router's like IP while you're connected to it.
Well, if you do one for your router, yeah.
I don't know how this shit fully works. I haven't messed with a VPN in years.
So
like back then, it was the whole router.
The way a VPN works is it just you're tunneling. You establish a connection through like a remote server, and then everything from that computer. Or if you set it up, I'm pretty sure you can set it up so it does like a whole router too automatically. But like the way it basically works on like a basic level for like the end user, like not like power user kind of thing. Yeah, it's a connection like from your machine through the router to a remote server, and then it just everything is proxied through that server, right?
Yeah, mind you, it's been like maybe 8, 9, even more years since I last fucked with a VPN. And back then it was like, oh, you rented through this, then you connected through the guy's site, and then it basically changes your entire router.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that sounds like a bit more of a more intensive thing, and yeah, also older, I mean. But no, there's also just been like...
Yeah, because I've considered
off-the-shelf,
VPNs.
like, commercial services, right? So...
Yeah, I've considered VPNs, but I never really learned, like, how that shit fully worked again.
Yeah.
I just never really cared.
It's networking. Basically what you're doing is you're making, like, a private network.
I mean,
in the case of most VPNs, like, in the case of most users, you're just making a network of basically, like, 2 computers, one to a remote, and then that is then being your relay out to the rest of the internet.
Yeah. I mean, I know how they work, it's just I don't know how modernized ones work. Also, I forgot those rocks really fucking hurt.
Yeah, Vulvagina really does.
It makes me sad when I fight this, because I remember reading the comic as a kid and thinking it was, like, canon.
Yeah.
And Baby Volga. Little baby dragon. God fucking... This is why I enslave fairies.
Got that fairy. The Fey-wee.
Come and have a go, if you think you're hard enough. That's been stuck in my mind all day. For some fucking reason. Just...
Dunk. Lodged, even. Like Mr. Lodge. Ooh, bringing it back to Archie every time.
Double man bass guitar.
Hell yeah. Those 2 fucking twins playing the fucking double bass with one on the ground and the other one standing on a stool doing the fretting. And then
Again,
Archie
thanks to that
goes
comic.
fight the River Rat Gang, and those two stow along with him. And then Archie gets his fucking wrist broken by a dude with a lead pipe, but he also fucking gives them a good couple lumps himself. And then the cops come in, because little fucking Billy Jim and Jimmy Bill fucking called the cops or whatever. And then they roll up and they're like, freeze, wise guys, and they save the day. And then Archie can't play in the big recital because his wrist is fucked up and he can't play whatever the fuck instrument he was. Was he playing guitar even, I think? I don't know. Because he does play guitar.
I distinctly remember, though, someone getting fucking swacked with that double bass.
Yeah, when does that happens? Mr. Weatherby does, I think, because they like accost the thugs, like accost, I think, the kids, and then they take his bass, or they take their bass rather, or they're trying to, and then Weatherby fucking rolls up and he's like, "Hey, what are y'all doing?" And they like whack his ass with it. And then they're like, "Shit, I think we killed that geezer. Fucking, we got a piece."
God, the trip that show is. Well, yeah, not show. There was a show for a bit, but it was horrible if I remember correctly.
There's been a couple iterations of Archie shows. There's the old Josie and the Pussycats cartoon and the old Archie's cartoon, which are basically the same thing.
And then now there's that weird ass fucking Riverdale shit.
Oh yeah.
Jughead the edgy kid. What do you mean? I took a rock to the balls.
I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. Have you ever seen me without this hat? That's weird.
I've never actually seen it, so...
I haven't seen it. I've only seen clips and, like, memes and stuff of it. But there's this fucking scene in episode 1 where that's, like, verbatim a fucking speech Jughead gives to, I think, Betty or one of the characters, about how weird he is. And, like, I don't fit if you didn't notice. Have you ever seen me without this hat? That's weird.
Oh, thank God, he's fucking dead.
But I'm so, like, there's also this line where, like, Archie's talking to, I think it's, like, Reggie and... or was it Jughead? It might have been Jughead. I don't even know. But he's talking to someone, and the other guy is like, well, you know, I had to drop out of school in 4th grade to start selling crack to, like, support my grandma's medical bills or whatever. And then Archie responds, well, that means you haven't experienced the epic highs and the crushing lows of college or high school football.
God.
Like, I just told you that I was selling crack in the 4th grade, or like meth or whatever, and you just told me, oh, that just means you haven't gotten to experience football.
America.
There's this horrible plot point where, like, okay, so a big contention of, I think, the first season or 2, I don't know exactly, but part of the early show is that there's a serial killer, and they're trying to figure out who the serial killer is. And... spoilers, it's Betty's dad. And there's this whole mystery thing, and it's all fine, and then, like, there's all this suspicion that it is Betty for a while, but then, like, they end up throwing in this buck wild fucking, so, Betty, you have the serial killer gene because of your dad, and it means that you're prone that you might snap at, like, any day now. Like,
what the fuck?
What?
God damn.
I really don't know how to feel about that show, because part of me thinks it's like the greatest thing to ever air on TV in a way, and part of me just hates that it exists at all.
You will be a murderer one day.
Yeah, you're like destined to become a murderer. Eventually, you'll like snap or something like that, because you have the serial killer gene.
God.
Like, okay, not a thing. Definitely not a thing. Oh, yeah.
Someone's been watching Scrubs a bit too long. Oh, wait.
Right.
I just...
Or just, like, old soap operas, like...
I meant to send you the picture of the beer, but I accidentally sent Fido the picture of the beer. And he saw it and didn't say anything, so it's just like, well, that's awkward. Here's a picture of the beer, by the way.
Here's a random beer. Oh, yeah, I see.
Also, I'm sending these to you so I can save them real quick and put them on chat. But this is what I meant, or on stream, I mean, but this is what I meant by, like, in the comic, they give that dragon backstory and they make the death so fucking sad. And I read this before I actually played this.
Right, so you like played that boss fight thinking about this, like
It's like, I don't want to kill it. I don't want to kill it. It remembered you when you died. I don't want to kill it. Because like the whole thing is like a bit of like, you know, side stories. Link buys a pet dragon and it fucking runs off on him or whatever. Or like he lets it loose, I guess. I don't remember the part too well. But then, you know, you're fighting it. And Link chops its fucking head off, and like desperation the last thing to do. And then it remembers. And it's like I played that boss fight maybe like 2 months after that. And I was like, this is fucking me up, fam.
yeah, wow, now I have to murder this poor dragon. The pathos. The sheer fucking pathos of it.
That fucker doesn't remember who you are until the very end, thanks to Gadananin.
Also, all I can see on that beer that you sent is just Bib. Jumping out at me, Bib. Yeah, one day I'd like to learn how to pronounce all of the Russian characters, but I do not.
Again, the only thing that's coming to mind lately whenever I think Russian is Petrushin, come here, I have a gift for you. It's AK Mag. And just
What is that from?
You know what? I'm gonna pull it up right away. I'm gonna pull it up right now, honestly. Oh, okay, something's being weird. Hold on a second. I'll do a new YouTube thing. Let me just pop over.
A YouTube, if you will.
Oh, I think Duppy took off. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, he went to go watch WandaVision. He's probably lurking.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what WandaVision is. Alright, which one is it? I think it's new scene. Yeah, here we go. Let me pause this so you can hear it better. Actually, you know what? The Goron music is gonna make it even better.
Oh, hell yeah. Everybody knows Gorons are basically the Russians of Hyrule.
There you are.
All those rocks they ate gets them real drunk. What the fuck?
It's Pet Russian.
That stance. Amazing.
There's a lot of Pet Russian, apparently.
Well, yeah, the internet does that.
This is just the shit I would make if I ever went out to shoot guns.
He has a Cthulhu tattoo.
Does he? I just like how he starts sounding like a raider from Star Wars.
Raider.
Like... Where the hell's my mouse? Yeah, that's the legacy of Pet Russia. Pet Russia, I have a gift for you.
Magazine.
It's AK Mag. Here you go. And this dude has like 50 videos of like the same topic.
Well, yeah, the way YouTube works is if you have a successful video, what you do is you just keep making it.
I think my favorite one is Pet Russia and Pet American fighting over a cheeseburger.
Wow.
Alright, so...
Mr. Russian isn't happy with a state-assigned cheeseburger, huh? Typical.
Pet Russian, I have food for you. No, America, stay back. Oh, God. Oh, there's still smoke still in the bong, and it just, like, wafted in my nose.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Smells good, but let's taste nasty. Next is the water temple, right?
Water temple.
Oh, the water temple, yeah.
The water.
I have to go get the iron. Do I need the iron boots before I go in there?
You get them as part of getting all up in that business. You have to go to Zora's domain.
Oh, do I go there first? Okay. Oh, right, yeah, the ice area. Yeah. Alright, we'll do that, and then we'll switch off to some... the hit and runs.
The water temple, or, as they say in Espanol, Agua Temple.
Agua.
No, it's Agua Temple.
Agua?
I lived in Mexico for 50 years. You can trust me.
I don't know, that just reminded me, someone that rated my stream when I was playing my first Serious Sam popped in and was just like, can I get an awa?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What do they think? What do you think about the fact that everyone says you sound like Yoshi? Awa. The best dog. Whoa.
Says Wolfos before Link thrusts the Master Sword between its eyes.
Satisfying, yet deadly.
Ah, yes. Nothing quite like the smooth crunch of a Wolfos's brain as the Master Sword obliterates it with, I mean, what is the Master Sword's deal? Is it like light magic? Is it just like the magic of good?
The good magic, you know, the one that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, no, like, is it like holy? Like, is it blessed by a priest, a rabbi, and a fucking imam or whatever? Like,
I mean,
how does this...
I guess with the if you play Skyward Sword, I'm pretty sure how it goes is like it was created by the goddess or whatever, or by Fi or Fi, whatever the fuck her name is.
Right, I forgot Skyward Sword is like the
creation of the Master Sword.
The first one, yeah, the first cycle, if you will. Play Classical Gas.
You know, I was tempted to actually see if I can learn
What?
the Simpsons theme song on here, because you can play it on here.
You certainly can. You have access to all 12 notes, I think.
Well, because you also, like... you can, like, move it up and down an octave, too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's the buttons you can do to do, like, modify, like, sharps and flats, because normally you just have, like, a 5-note scale.
You can even detune it.
Yeah, you can do, like, portamento and shit, yeah. And, like, vibrato.
That's an original. That's
woo, woo.
That's the song of Piss. Do 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 do.
Hell yeah.
There's just something about the fucking steel drums in this that I love the most.
Oh hell yeah. One of the funniest scenes, or one of the things that just always stuck with me the most from fucking Metalocalypse was from the first season, fucking Murderface doing his Planet Piss fucking side project, and just that one scene of him recording the vocals where he's just like getting super like spitty and sweaty, just like doing these vocals, and he's just going like, "I am pissing, you are pissing, world is pissing, sky is pissing, piss, planet piss."
It's funny you brought that up because all of like the last 2 weeks, every time I make a joke that goes over like Terrence Hitt or something, I always quote fucking Murdoch with "Good, get it, pee time." Start, and he starts fucking pissing in the olives.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Is there
classic.
lemons in it? And what? Lemon tart, wrinkle shit. Good, get it, pee time.
Oh my god.
Fucking-
What a fucking terrible show. I love it.
Murdoch is just me when I give the fuck up.
Murder face.
Murder face. Right. I'm thinking of a different show.
Yeah, you're thinking of gorillas.
Yeah. I don't know why I got that mixed up.
Well, they're both really slimy. Like, you can, like, you look at them and you can smell them, and it's not a good smell.
Just
Like
like
that.
Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, well, I mean, with him, I get less of that. Also, I mean, all I can imagine is just, like, bad cologne and sweat when I see him, for sure. But,
Didn't Vinny
and belt.
describe him as melting?
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say also, too. Yeah, like, you'd look at him and just, like, he looks like he's about to just disincorporate into a puddle, you know? And then he's just like, haha, I'm 26 years old, haha. And meanwhile, he's like 65.
We laugh, you cry, as long as you don't hurt each other.
What are you doing? It's so beautiful. Go outside.
Didn't he stream games a little while ago?
A little bit, yeah. He did like a couple game streams, I think, and he doesn't. It was basically just like 2 hours of or whatever, however long of him just being like, yeah, I don't get it, haha, and like fucking like dying in whatever game he was playing that day. Like,
Stop blending me. I'm still convinced that he's just one big intelligent troll. Like this whole time, he's completely normal. He's just a normal dude. But like, what if he?
No, man. No, I don't know if I can buy that because he just seems too like. That would be like if it came out that Chuck Tingle was just like some fucking straight-laced news anchor or something. Like
Who?
that would. Chuck Tingle, the guy who writes all those like pounded in the butt by my own Hugo Award or whatever. Like
What? I've never heard of this.
come on, surely you've heard of like.
Maybe I've
there
heard
are
of it and I just not like piecing it together.
So he writes like erotic short fictions, tons of them, but like they're all on Amazon and stuff, and like he's published like actual books and shit by now too, but he started out just doing like I guess ebooks and stuff, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it started off by like pounded in the butt by sexy fucking doppelganger Tiger Man from the Betaverse or something, like just wild, like.
Wait,
fucking.
Are you talking about like all those weird horny books on Amazon that make no sense?
Yeah, not all of them are Chuck, but like a lot of them are Chuck, like a decent chunk, and like some of the better ones, honestly. Like I've never read any personally, just because I don't really like read erotic fiction that much. I was never really into that, but like I follow Chuck Tingle on Twitter just because I think he's awesome and deserves support. But he's like such a genuinely fucking strange individual, like the way that he posts and stuff. Like, yeah, I don't know. I would be very disappointed to learn that he's actually just like fucking, Mr. like straight lace fucking celebrity or something who just like started a troll account or whatever.
Wait,
And yeah, so I get the same kind of vibe from Tommy. Like same with like Neil Breen, right? Like I don't think it's an act, like they seem so genuine in just what they're doing. But then Tommy Wiseau did that episode with Tim and Eric.
Yeah. Then again, it wouldn't also surprise me if he just went, fuck it, TV coverage.
Yeah, true. And also, Tim and Eric are such fucking weirdos too, and they definitely knew what they were doing. Like, they're both pretty smart dudes by all accounts I've seen. Like, they
It's just
know
shitpost
what they're
humor.
looking at. Yeah, they just have the most intensely fucking bizarre sense of humors that it's like,
You ever notice, like, the more talented someone is, usually the more weirder the shit content comes out? Like,
no,
all the
absolutely.
strangest music I've listened to is from instrumentalists. Like Clowncore, Igor, all those
Or
people
like
could, like,
Mono Neon or something even, like,
yeah. It's just like, fuck, man, you know so much, it's just like, okay, what can I do that's new and weird?
right. Well, and not that I claim anywhere near like the level of virtuosity, but it's the same thing that drives me. The reason I play guitar and bass and drums and sing and keys and I have the double bass and like all this shit is just like driven to like, you know, do things.
Oh no, this
Like,
place.
oh, what? You don't like a sliding block puzzle? What's
No.
wrong?
It's gross. And it smells like cheddar.
Oh.
It smells like the bathroom at a FurCon, all Parmesan cheese.
It smells like wet cheddar, though, that's been sitting in the sink for one whole week and nobody's cleaned it out.
God.
Because if it smelled like just, like, nice, you know, like you just got home from the grocery store and you bust open that package of fucking old cheddar that's, like, nice, tangy, and sharp, and, like, that's good cheddar. But then you have, like, someone dropped a slice of cheese behind the stove and just didn't do anything about it, and there's radiant heating, so the floor is like hot, and that cheese is like slowly cooking.
Usually it just hardens and turns into nothing to me.
Yeah, like eventually crumbles into dust, and it just smells like rotty fucking cheddar.
Usually the thing that comes to my mind is Parmesan cheese. Good cheese, awful smell.
Outside of the context of like opening a container of Parmesan cheese, yeah, because that you smell it there and you're like, yeah, but like you smell that anywhere else and you're like, oh, no,
disgusting.
like that's not supposed to be there.
Honestly, every time I see someone with a raggedy old fursuit nowadays, that's the only thing I could smell.
Oh, gross.
Mate, you're disgusting. Ah, what do you want, Link?
Apropos of nothing, I do find it very, very funny how some people, like, rag so hard on Mersuiters and, like, oh, it's the worst thing ever and it ruins the fucking hobby.
Oh, I'm talking about, like, the people that don't fucking wash their suit.
You see, like, some of these people's fursuits, and not all of them, definitely. This is a minority, but, like, occasionally it's like, oh, you see someone's suit and it's just the most busted ass, like, disgusting looking thing, and you're like, really? Really? You're gonna, like, I would rather shake hand with the cum suit fucking person's suit than that. Like,
yeah, at least that shit's dried. Yours is still oily.
yeah.
Like, I forgot who it was. It's a very infamous suitor, but every time I see their fursuit, I nearly actually puke how disgusting it is.
Yeah.
Most I remember, he's an R-Canine. He's convicted for, like, grooming children, apparently, but his fursuit, the white parts are, like, deep gray.
No, I know exactly who you... As soon as you said, like, R-Canine convicted, I think I know the name. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not sure if it's the name, but, yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Woo, boy. It pops up a lot in that anonymous chat I'm in, and I'm just like, ugh! Like, too not. Like, aside from what he did,
people
but
who
still.
Also, though, like, constantly fucking, like, can't stop, like, always talking about these people, though. Like, it's like fucking drama hunters or whatever. Like,
Yeah. I'm mostly just in there just to see the weird shit that gets posted sometimes.
Yeah.
Or, like, whenever there's an event happening, usually it's the quickest place I'll find things.
Yeah, people will be talking about, like, things that are happening.
Like when the whole fucking storm the White House shit happened, the like within minutes of something happening, I usually saw it on there, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like that one lady that got capped trying to push their way in.
There you go. Here to Wolfos.
If I remember correctly, I wasn't following that too much.
Yeah, I don't know.
You get fucked. Hey, that's it.
No.
Spin.
Spin.
Half spin.
180, bro. I mean, Link is left-handed, so we can assume that that was a front-side 180.
Hell yeah.
So heavy, you can't run. So heavy, you can't float.
But yet so light, you can keep on with a toque.
We meet again. Corpus.
Corpus. I like how that stuck because the one Brazilian guy I used to talk to just called me that.
Yeah.
The same dude who said he's going to teach me how to play chess and then, like, put me into, like, one of those locked situations just because he was bored. He's like, and this is how you lose. And this is also how you lose. I'm teaching you.
Yes, yes. Good teaching. Well, it's kind of like fighting games are a good example of that too, where like there's that attitude of like, oh, well, losing is how you learn, which isn't untrue entirely. Like if you really, really want to get good, you're going to have to lose a lot to fucking, you know, be able to have the experience, right? And then eventually you'll start to get better and better and better and blah, blah. And then eventually if you stick at it and you practice well, you'll be fucking rinsing noobs too. But so having someone just steamroll you over and over and over again, like there are people who will argue, oh, well, you can learn from that too. You learn, like, watch the replays and see what you could have done and blah, blah. And it's like, that doesn't really help if you don't even know what you're looking for, though. Right? Or like if you know kind of like the basics maybe, but like you don't have a grasp on like the finer points of stuff, like, or like you're not quite getting something and you don't know why, like, then that's not helpful. Like it's not helpful to just watch yourself lose over and over and over again in replays and like in matches.
Yeah.
And just be like, well, I don't know, I can't figure it out. Like, and like different people learn differently, so like some people might pick up much quicker through the failures of like, oh, I'm not blocking here, and like they're getting me with the mix up there, or like, oh, I have to do my wake ups like this or something, like that kind of shit. But like, yeah, I don't know, sometimes it just helps a lot to have someone just point it out and be like, oh, you're doing that too early, or fucking, you know, watch for this, or like whatever. Like,
yeah, and especially well, I don't really play a lot of fighting games, but at least I know Smash Bros. Doesn't. I know like a lot of larger titles do, where they have a practice mode where you can get the AI to do something very specific.
Oh, yeah, no. Every fighting game, like pretty much any fighting game now that you buy has a training mode for sure, and you can just go in, practice your combos. You can control the dummy and have it do preset things, or like program it to do whatever you want. And that is really also key. Like if you find like, say I'm playing Guilty Gear, and every time I fight an Eddie, there's this one combo they do on me that always fucking destroys me. Like, figure out what that combo is, go set it up in training mode, and go read and be like, how do I counter this? Like, how do I block it in the first place? If I get stuck in it, can I get out of it? Or like, you know, what are my options, right? Like,
There's some fighting games that have some bullshit requirements for that stuff, though. Like, good lord. I can't think of a good example, but just like, there's so many games that have like such like millisecond, like, you need to react now kind of things I never can get right.
Oh yeah, no, that's like different games to different degrees. Like Guilty Gear is a lot like that. Like Accent Core has certain mechanics, like throws in Accent Core are basically like if you get grabbed by a throw, unless you were also trying to throw them at the exact same time. Like there's like I think a 2-frame window to tech a throw. So basically throws are like if you grab someone, you're pretty much guaranteed the throw. Unless they have like truly, and I mean like literally godlike reflexes where they can react that in like 1 frame. Like, and
Wait a minute.
also I should say there's no startup animation on throws at all. They come out in 0 frames. So if you are in throw range and you do the input, it is instant. Like it is the next frame. It happens. Which is unusual. Usually there's like a 5, 10, 15 frame window or something where, you know, like say in Tekken, you have like a few frames where you can tech that and get out of the throw, break the grab or whatever. But like in Guilty Gear, like that specific example, no, like that is a 1 frame window effectively. Like,
I also just realized I'm a fucking idiot. I warped all the way here, but I did not unfreeze the Zora King.
I wasn't paying attention at all. I was too busy talking.
I immediately played the water song and just left. And I was like, oh wait, I don't have the water tunic.
Yep.
Great.
No, challenge mode. Just get through the dungeon without it. No, bro, it's fine. It's fine, bro. Bro.
I got this. I'll
fine.
just drink all the water. Every liter you drink, you piss out a cup, I'll eventually lower the water.
Yeah. Might take a couple days, probably.
It's a lot of water.
Haven't done the math.
And then it'll be
How much
P
water
World.
can water be?
Fucking Murderface would be proud. It'd be the piss level.
Oh yeah, it
Piss
would be
temple.
planet universe.
Temple piss.
The Temple of Piss.
It just reminds me of that really fucked South Park episode where everyone pees in the pool and eventually floods the whole water park.
Well, that does sound like a South Park episode.
Somebody
Why? I don't know.
Someone just said, drink the pee, fill your belly with pee so you won't drown. It'll keep you afloat.
Yeah, that works. That definitely works. Piss is buoyant. If you piss in the ocean, it floats on the top. That's what I always say.
God. There's been a lot of piss in this stream, hasn't there?
There sure has. And I am pissing, you are pissing, sky of pissing, ground of piss, and piss.
I should rewatch fucking Metalocalypse.
I should too, and finish it, because I watched the last season they did with the half-hour episodes. I watched like about half of them, but I never finished the whole thing.
Unfortunately, they had to cancel it early, but they finished it off with a musical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got canceled, and they tried petitioning like 2 or 3 times to continue it, and they got a lot of votes, but apparently they're just like, nah, sorry, like.
Yeah, there's some new management within the last couple years at Adult Swim, and they suck. Not that Adult Swim was always the best in the management, like, the fucking voice of Frylock, fuck, what was his, Casey Means, I think? Something like that?
I don't think I have him as a friend on Facebook, but he's in a group I'm in, which is just Aquasine Hunger Force shitposting. I don't remember his name, though.
Well, I think, maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Didn't he just pass away recently?
I mean, the last time I seen his account, it was like a few months ago, so maybe.
Maybe I am thinking of someone else, but I don't know. I might be mixing two things up, but I know for a fact that the guy who voiced Frylock got really fucked over financially. Like, he barely got fucking royalties for, I don't know the details, but I guess he got like a really shit royalties contract in the beginning, and it never got like, never managed to like get that fixed. And like basically, yeah, I mean, I don't actually, let me look it up actually, because I don't want to like be like, no, the dude's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
That just reminds me of another Metalocalypse scene. That really fucked one that actually messed me a little bit as a kid because I wasn't expecting it.
Oh,
The
wait,
Make-A-Wish
he's
kid.
still around. So why the fuck? Who did I hear about? Okay, so he's not dead. He's still alive, but he basically doesn't get the money that he should get from Aqua Teen, or hasn't gotten and continues to not get. So like, basically, dude should like, be living fairly comfortably as far as I know. But like, I'm pretty sure he had like a GoFundMe or whatever, like to help support him and like pay medical bills and like fucking pay his bills and shit, because like he wasn't fucking getting paid. Like,
That's fucked.
and like, he's a big enough celebrity in terms of like underground culture and like cartoons and stuff that people, like, lots of people know who he is, but he's not a big enough celebrity that he's like getting work left and right, and like, fuck. Yeah,
I'd hire
they're
him.
really shitty.
I'd hire him if I could.
Yeah, there's also been like, I think maybe no shows on Adult Swim run by a woman. Like, as far as I know, there have been zero female showrunners. Maybe there's been one or two that I've missed, because I haven't watched all the shows in like a long time.
I've never really thought about that kind of stuff, honestly.
Well, and especially with cartoons and stuff, you're not necessarily thinking, like, everybody's like not even on camera, like it's a bunch of voices and drawings, right? But yeah, like, if you dig through all of the shows that they run, it's like all dudes. And granted, some of those shows had lots of like women like working in the production, and like in some cases as talent, like on-air talent or whatever. But like, you would figure if they really cared about like getting voices in that haven't been heard, or just like truly just getting whatever is the funniest, that they would probably have a couple of ladies in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, there could be changes made. Again, when I think, like, I never really think about that stuff when I watch the show. I just watch it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, there's lots of, especially old Adult Swim shows that I love. Moral Oral, Metalocalypse, Aqua Teen, like...
I remember you're the one who introduced me to Moral Oral.
Oh, yeah, that show is amazing.
It's quite frequent. I think of the first episode, I'm just like, what are you doing? You can't have naked zombies.
You have to give them clothes. That's a sin. They can't be naked. Yeah. Oh, and it just gets worse from there.
My eggs! They're taking my eggs! That's probably not the line.
The church.
Oh, God.
Fertilize.
Oh, hello again, Debbie.
Doobs.
The dubs, the wubs, and we're probably going to be switching off to Simpsons Hit and Run, and I'm going to start from the beginning again. Because I completely forgot that I turned down Serious Sam, so when I turned up the game a little bit to compensate, you can't hear me whatsoever.
Oh.
But you can hear all the Homer Simpson lines.
Beautiful.
Yeah, honestly, I already have the thing. I have everything I need. I just need to save, and we can do that real quick.
Oh, you want to do that now? Yeah, you can do that now.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, I'm just going to do one dungeon a stream, because I'm also uploading the VODs, too.
The voids.
Whatever you want to call them. And I want to save the water, or should I do the water temple? I'd make it like a 2 to 3 hour stream.
No, you should call them VODs because they're VODs. I call it a void because I'm an idiot and I have a shit brain that likes to say things.
Yeah. Also, when I was waiting and I was watching people stream, I decided to get some new fonts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You got that Jokerman font?
I got Turok font. I got old SNES fonts. I got... Ooh, you're gonna like this one. Check this one out. I didn't...
Wingdings?
No. It's better than Wingdings.
Is it Dinglings?
Give me a moment. Let me... Properties.
Is it Star Trek?
It is Mr. Saturn font.
Ooh.
Sutton upstream, bunk.
I do like me some Mr. Saturn.